Brianna Amato, forensics investigator. Crime scene number 2 was found on February 7, 2018 at around 1:30 in the afternoon. The case number is 041008. Carmen Lopez's dead body was found at the scene.
The crime scene took place in the Fontbonne Hall Academy Fab Lab. This is the same school that the first crime scene took place in. The address is 9901 Shore Road.
At the crime scene, many pieces of evidence were left. There appears to have been a struggle before the murder. There is a lot of blood splatter everywhere.
The first piece of evidence is the cup with lipstick stains. The cup was found on top of a counter at the crime scene next to where the body was found. To further our investigation, we can analyze the DNA of the lipstick. This is where the cup was found.
The next piece of evidence was a bloody piece of tissue paper, the same one found at the crime scene outside. It was on the floor around over here.
The third piece of evidence was a broken cigarette. This cigarette was bent and broken. This can be used for potential DNA analysis and was found right next to the dead body.
The fourth piece of evidence was a clump of hair, also found on the floor near the dead body. This is also very important because it may be used for DNA evidence.
The next piece of evidence was lip gloss. This can contain DNA.
The sixth piece of evidence were written letters. This can be further analyzed through handwriting analysis.
The seventh piece of evidence was a broken cup.
The eighth piece of evidence was a flashlight.
The ninth piece of evidence was an earring.
The 10th piece of evidence is a pack of cigarettes.
The next piece of evidence was an eyeglass case.
The next piece of evidence is a blood imprint.
The 14th piece of evidence was a bloody green cloth. It was found on the floor by the dead body, about right over here.
The next piece of evidence was blood found on the wall.
The next piece of evidence was a trail of blood, which was seen going in this direction on the floor leading out of the crime scene.
The next piece of evidence is a paper plate that was found right on this counter.
The next piece of evidence was a knocked over chair, similar to the one that I'm sitting in.
That was all the evidence that we acquired at the crime scene.
We have sketched some drawings of what the crime scene would look like from a bird's eye view.
Since Fontbonne Hall Academy is a private place, we need a search warrant to be able to further our investigation.
In order to get a search warrant, the Kings County Court Judge, Adam Siegel, had to sign the search warrant. His signature granted us access to further the search of the investigation.
We needed the search warrant in order to access Fontbonne Hall Academy employee time cards and all related documents for the month of January 2018. Personal files and all related documents for individuals working or present at the said location on or about January 19, 2018, January 20th, 2018, and February 7, 2018. Telephone logs, records, video camera records, teachers' desks, and related documents for above dates. Guest registries and all related documents for the months of January and February 2018. The search warrant will allow 3 specialists, Brianna, Maggie, and Marissa, to search on or before March 15th, not to exceed 50 days from this date. The person or property specified serving the warrant and making the search is allowed to Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 2:45 p.m.
We are also testing the soil around the crime scene and possible exits for the perpetrator. We are doing this to see if we can find any more clues about the crime.
We collected different soil samples from 3 of the entrances to Fontbonne Hall Academy and the soil that was found at the crime scene.
Soil samples were collected from the front gate of the school, which is called L1, the gym gate, also known as L2, and the driveway of the school on 99th Street, which we refer to as L3. And we also have the soil samples from the crime scene.
We tested each of the 4 soil samples under a compound light microscope to see if we could decipher any clues.
When taken to the lab, observations were made about each of the soil samples.
Color, odor, and texture, plant and animal debris, and inorganic debris were recorded for each of the entrances.
For the front gate, the color of the soil was dark brown. The odor was strong and the texture was solid and rocky. The plant debris found was rocks and the inorganic debris found was fertilizer.
At the gym gate, the color of the soil was light brown and greenish. The odor was strong, the texture was wet and muddy, the plant debris found was sticks, branches, and rocks. The organic debris found was fertilizer.
At the driveway gate, the color of the soil was hazelnut brown. The odor was strong and the texture was wet and moldable. The plant or animal debris found was leaves, and the inorganic debris found was fertilizer.
The soil was further analyzed by putting the soil in graduated cylinders along with water and then further testing it.
We measured the volume of the sand, silt, and clay that was in the graduated cylinder after some time.
We found the percentage of sand, silt, and clay in all of them, and we compared them.
L1 at the crime scene has similar percentages.
Once we were done with this, we were able to test the pH levels of all of the soil.
Before testing the pH solutions, we shook each of the 4 samples with water.
We dipped each of the pH strips in the samples.
After dipping the pH strips, we set them out to dry and let them stay for a few minutes. We compared the colors of the pH strips to the colors on this chart right here, and we found that L1 and the soil found at the crime scene were both at pH level 8, and L2 and L3 were both at pH level 6.
We will keep you updated on the rest of the Carmen Lopez case. Be sure to follow our Twitter profiles. Mine is Maggie.art.
Mine is Agent M.
Mine is Brianna D'Amato.